Good evening everyone, Seth here and welcome to another episode of Playing Path of Champions Daily. Today is Tuesday and that means we are doing another Aurelion Soul run. This time around I'm playing Neeko, mostly because I want to get the Runeterra completion mark and I haven't even completed Lysandra with Neeko yet, so you know, might as well get some practice in, I guess, before I attempt it again. Also this run I'm running basically only one epic, which is Beast Within, and as you can see I am running double Forge this time around. So Forges are mostly just, you know, since I wanna play this run and I don't particularly care about the rest of the items, I decided I might as well use this opportunity to just get like 2 epic slots, progress like a little bit further at least. And this is the second run that I did today. The first Neeko run ended kinda poorly. The first game ended due to RNG. The second one, and this is the second one basically. So yeah, the first fight against Aurelion on like the first run was pretty bad, but and the second one was also pretty mediocre, so this run went definitely better, especially after the power pickups, mostly during the later parts of this run, because there is a very fun epic power that helps a lot with Neeko's power level here, so that's basically what this run is going to be. Just a simple clean, go wide aggro with some overwhelm and extra stats, because that's always nice. Neeko strategies though. So the printer version of Neeko is heavily nerfed, mostly because, you know, you can no longer rely on like the mana refresh from the Lost Chapter. Also, this is a very fun pickup, a double strike 0 cost unit, which will come in handy later down the line. I'm not sure what I want to pick up for like my support champions. I'm considering Fizz maybe for a minute, and I should have probably picked Fizz here, but I decide to roll further. Maybe I can find like a Poro or something, and not really. I decide on picking up Set here in the end. Nautilus could have also been pretty interesting, but you know, Set is at least cheap. There is also like some defensive options as well. And since this is my second time playing Neeko, I finally got to like check out the change between running, you know, between the previously added Enter the Infinite, I think was the name of the card, the one that invoked, and now the new Wallop inclusion. And I don't know if it's like good or bad. I think it's mostly a net positive change in my opinion, because Neeko did really struggle with some like more expensive stuff, or rather like higher aggression from some of the higher level adventures, and it definitely does come in handy. The main downside is that you obviously have way harder time of getting your 6 unit types or like subtypes to you know like level up Neeko, but I think this is a pretty fair trade-off, especially for like I wouldn't say shorter runs, but runs where you have to be on the defense. It's definitely just a better change for that. And in general it's good enough to mess with. And the fact that you summon a Poro is also pretty nice. It offsets a little bit the fact that you need like 6 types, so there aren't any poros by default in the deck, so this just like smoothens it out a little bit. And that's basically it, I guess. Those are like my maybe thoughts for like the Neeko change. There isn't really much to talk about, let's be honest. And this run is also pretty short. Again, Neeko just, you know, if you can get a good setup early, you can get to some really fun stuff. And by fun, I mean like you can complete those adventures quickly enough, in my opinion. So yeah. What else? This has been like a pretty good enough run, I'd say. Obviously, it always starts like a little bit slower. The initial encounters like take few minutes to complete because, you know, bunch of levels. Also, this run, Aurelion Soul has what's the name of it? The power that prevents the first death, basically. I don't remember it right now. I am so good at names, and yeah, I'm good at names basically. But I've been just having fun doing these reruns so far. Haven't really done many today. Actually, I haven't done any at all. Because, you know, I'm in no rush right now. The content is not gonna make itself, I guess, but like it's not an issue regardless. So but yeah, but a lot of bosses this time around have either like duplicate, especially later down the run, or they have the prevent the first time you take lethal damage, which is annoying. I wouldn't say it's anything more, but it's just like whatever. I do not care. Also, the cost reduction on Wallop is pretty nice as well. Having a 1-mana stun is very nice. Oh, and here is when tag out comes into play. Like, I think this is like one of the 2 times I used tag out during this run, and the other one is just to save a unit, I think. So it will get cut like down the line, obviously. And obviously, getting Neeko leveled is one of the top priorities, I guess, during this run. I mean, that's like a priority in general when playing Neeko, so what a surprise, huh? And yeah, getting some value from like the impact is definitely something that Neeko does well, especially with power that will come up like really soon. I think it's like after 3 or more encounters. Here I decide on Aviarists, and Aviarists are very nice during this run. They help do a lot of like extra damage, just for like, you know, being a 1-drop that you can get. Not a good power, so I skip that one, but I do get the Conchologist here, rather Conchologist, because like having mana refill on a unit with a relatable. I don't know if you relate to Yordles, but having a subtype, or rather a subtype that matters on a unit is always just a huge upside, especially with like with the mana refill in this case. So, you know, turn 1 you play like Neeko, then you follow up with Conch, then you follow up with something else. I do need to be careful about like the types that I play. Sometimes it's good to just drop Neeko as Neeko, because I've had like during the previous run I had some situations where just like dropping Neeko as Neeko was better than like changing her types into something else. Either because I've already had those types, or because like the unit was bad. Like the 4 ones that you might see, the Obedient Drake Hound, I think is the name. Don't work as well with Neeko, so... And then I already have spiders, so it doesn't really like impact this that much. Fun combination here. If you have a cunning kitten and you do a switch on it, you get an extra draw, which is cool. But here I just want to like get my value out. Also, I'm trying to just calculate how much damage I can actually deal, even through blocks. Maybe I can do a little bit more. I'm like -5 is better than -6, and then I realize, wait, no, I can do -7, right? Okay, that's just bad. Like, yay! Well, hooray for maths, I guess. -8 is like the most I think I could have done during this run, so rather during this fight. So fight? Why do I say fight? Let's say combat. Let's call it what it is. It's combat. And Aviaries are just like really nice unit for static champions in general. Mostly you find them with Trusty and Deer, which makes sense. That's like the main card. So save the Neeko, stun the Fiora. I did have a game, rather a run, the last run before this. There was a fight where Fiora was like 3 out of 4 and I was like, oh no, am I going to lose to it? But I didn't. Mostly thanks to like randomly generating a capture, so that was helpful. Yeah, also order, I guess. I don't think it matters that much, but it's good enough. Also, I missed like 1 damage there. I should have put the 9-5 instead first. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter, the result is still a victory. And you know, this run takes like, it's like 10 more minutes, I guess, because this run is pretty short in general. I could have maybe gone for the draw here, but I've decided that I think I need more raw power. And here we pick up Sharing is Caring and the run is over. Now it's basically just like the game will play itself, I guess. So yeah, this is the linchpin of the strategy, I guess, where you just play units with subtypes and get as many impact stacks on your stuff as possible. So please enjoy this nice little run where things just get a lot of impact and then they like kill the opponent as expected. And you may remember that at the beginning of the run I've picked up a very special unit, which was the Serpent, which has some really fun stuff. Namely Challenger and Double Strike for 0. And you know where this is going. At least I hope you do. Get Lionhawk, pick up whatever. I could have probably gone for the Saurian instead. Yeah, that's fine. Neeko doesn't level, and I was like, okay, maybe they will block up everything, but they didn't. Even if Neeko didn't level, then that was okay. But yeah, impact stacking now is basically very, very powerful. And that's the idea of this run, I guess. On the first run I went mostly with like a strike build, so like having bigger units and doing more strikes, but it didn't really pan out as much as I hoped, so. Duplicate Karma, no thank you, we are not gonna do that. Here we have Ninja Tabi, but I decided, no, I already have like elusive units in my deck, and I think I'd rather have Spirit to just like buff everything on the board to have like higher overwhelm count. And that decision does, I don't think it comes into play that much, but it's pretty helpful in the long run anyways. It lets me do more funny stuff, and that's what's important in playing POC. It's not about grind, it's not about like Well, it is a little bit about getting more powerful, but it's about having fun. It's about playing things and then breaking the game wide open. Although, like, against Lissandra, breaking the game is a bit harder, but, you know, sometimes you still get it anyway out, so... I think I go for the Sunhawk here, just to, like, get the stun of it, get more impact, get Spirit, which also grants a nice buff, then play wall up and, you know, open attack, kill, because that's what we do. Actually, no, it's not a kill because I need to switch my units around, and this is exactly that. So buff up everything is again, and this is exactly 50, which is pretty cool. That's really nice. But as you can see, a lot of bosses have the unstoppable whatever, I don't remember. So like the Aurelion, for example, doesn't die in one shot, and instead takes like one more turn, I think. Is that a spoiler? I don't know. It's coming up in like a few minutes, so you can also just skip to Aurelion. I'm guessing some people probably do. I'm thinking what I wanna pick up, and you know, the Charger I think is just like a low-cost Overwhelmer that will grant impact to everything because it has types. So Jinx. Everything has duplicate, or everything has the unstoppable whatever. Yes, let's call this power the unstoppable whatever, and it would make literally as much sense as it does now. But yeah, pretty neat opener. I think I pick up also like an extra damage, like some extra damage later down the line. I'm thinking it was a... Also, I make a little mistake here. I should have played the Yordle instead first. And then just played the rest of the stuff. So, a small mistake on my part. Play Aurelion. Probably should have played something else. I'm misplaying this fight pretty badly. But not to fret. This levels up Neeko. The fight is not over yet because they have blockers, which is... Oh. Rather, they not only have blockers, but they also have some like... Yeah, I'm like one off, and I'm missing one damage. And if I played the Yordle, I would have gotten it. So, yeah. Now I have to take some Nexus damage, because they were playing double Jinx, and I have to, you know, block. I do get the tail, which gives spell shield to everything, which is cool enough. I can trade like one Jinx and then jump block with a unit. I'm still hoping that one day the One Force, which are Vanguard Lookouts, will have Sharp Sight. I hope they will have Sharp Sight one day. Please, Riot. Riot, please. Also, this would make the rare power also pretty good as well, so you know, since the POC is the focus, maybe we could get like some card balance. That would be pretty nice. Also, funny thing, lifesteal for everything. That's also pretty neat. Oh yeah, and this is where I use the tag out to like save a unit despite not even needing to. Like, nah, I'm just gonna recall this. Because screw you, bot. You could have dealt more damage to me. And instead, you done nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
Yay! Everyone is invited to picnic.
Here, get an extra item. You know, keywords are always nice. I think there isn't anything that happens here, but Feral Senses is just, you know, an upgrade. Nothing in the shop, to be honest, so not worth dealing with that. Cutting cards, obviously I like show that. And I think I cut out, yeah, the Dark Infant here because I don't really need it. And then, as I think about it, I look at the Draven and it's like, oh, it's a duplicate Draven. Well, healing might not have been the best idea to cut, but... The fight goes really, really well. And this opener is also fantastic. Because, you know, summon 2 units, get a 0 cost into play, and then, you know, get a 0 cost, then refill 2 mana to play something else, and then give everything double strike, which is fantastic. Oh, I think I do this, yeah, I think I do this in the correct order this time around. Although I do have to block with the cub, because I don't want to... Honestly, I should have just taken the damage there, since this is a round that refills my health. So that might have been a mistake as well. I think I just grab Librarian here. Because I don't have phase yet, so this helps a little bit. Nothing here really interests me, but I do grab another copy of Shapesplitter. Everything is double strike, so you know how this fight ends, right? And it ends it basically ends at that point. Alright, I think I do play the... No, I don't. I just look like, oh, it's enough damage anyways, so... Level up Neeko, get double strike, win. I could have also probably done more damage if I dragged out with the 6-4, the Conchologist, but still good enough. So, if you're wondering how I feel the Aurelion Soul, then this is basically the answer. And I'm not gonna spoil how much damage I did during the like round ones, but it was good damage anyways, so. I pick up regeneration here because I'm thinking I don't really want to have the non-block thing on Neeko. Higher education, I was considering new student there, but new student I feel like would fill my board a little too much, and I don't want to like take away all of the space, and since the student doesn't have anything, then like doesn't have a relevant type, then it's not worth to pick it up at that position. Also, I forgot to tell you, let me just double check. So this Neeko run basically has no upgrades. This is just like a pure Neeko run. Yeah, I have no upgrades on Neeko yet, so this is mostly just for a completion mark, not to show off like any upgrade that I've gotten. I'm considering what I wanna pick up here, and I'm thinking, okay, Puff Cup Pup could be useful just to like have an extra damage. So that's what. I don't know if I just snap picked there or did like something else happened, but whatever. Just getting some more keywords onto my units. Then Conch. Grab whatever, I think I grab Quicken for no reason there. Then play Aviarist. And then play Serpent. And this is obviously lethal next round, so... Whatever will they do? I don't think I even follow up with anything here. I just like attack. Yeah, and drag this to the end. That's 100 damage almost, so... very fun, very cool. Sharing is caring is indeed caring, so... Or rather, caring. I don't know if I said that correctly, but well, whatever. I lose like 16 damage there, but it's still enough, so doesn't matter. And now the next fight is absolutely annoying because it's Azir and it has duplicate. So even with my absolutely overpowered stuff, I still have to take damage there because you know, duplicate Azir is hard to fight. Grab Hold It as a power because that's like really actually helpful. Grab the Trickster, having two types and elusive is really nice. The other ones don't really matter. I was thinking about picking up the bird, but it's not that great in this situation in my opinion. My deck is like way faster than like waiting for 5 mana. So whatever opener. I think I keep Set. Oh, actually I replaced Set, although I think I should have kept Set in the opener. Because I draw him. And if I didn't, then maybe I could have gotten Neeko. So that was a little bit of a mistake on my part. And they play a 6/14 that I cannot deal with firstly, so that's fun. You know, block what I can. I want to minimize the amount of damage I'm taking this encounter because, you know, I'm already like this and like one more fight away from attempting Aurelion, and that's not good. I should have grabbed Shield Vault here. This is a mistake on my part. Feral Senses, looking for Neeko. Don't find her. I was considering Trickster there for a second, but I already have an elusive unit here, so yeah. Attentive Accountant, which does surprisingly come in handy here. Get a stun, that's cool. Played the Saurian. And then they get... they play like 3 copies of Scrying Sands. Well, one of them is copied, so 2. Play another one. Like, reduce my damage. Then they play Dune Keeper, which gives them more units that I have to block, at least some of them. This at least pumps up my damage like by 1 at least. So Feral Presence, maybe this time I can find something that interests me. I get a Wallop, Wallop is fine enough. Wallop here to maybe like open up the path. I get a Spell Shield Piora, which doesn't matter at this moment, but whatever. Azir levels up, luckily they are both stunned, so it doesn't impact me that much. I'll make a little bit of a mistake. I should have probably blocked with the 4/3 instead, just to get like 1 extra damage here, but I think it's still... I do believe this is still enough. Yeah, it's 41. Even with those blocks, this is like only one health block, so with everything having overwhelm, it's negligible. So I did miss that 1 damage. How dare I? But yeah, besides that, it's okay. And then we have another fight that I am not happy about. It's Irelia with duplicate, but this time around I start with the attack token. Actually, no, I don't. Oops, but I start with the serpent. I was like, yes, I start with the attack token. I played this like 20 minutes ago. I could have remembered that. Okay, not 20 minutes ago because I've been recording for like 28. But like 30 something or 40. I could have remembered that detail, but they don't play anything, so you know, let's go all out. Librarian doesn't really matter which unit I picked there. Aviarists with the Charger. The Charger has Elusive, which is interesting, and then Serpent, and they are dead next turn, like from an open attack, so it doesn't matter. I think I grabbed Set there just to have like an extra attack if in case I need it. So Feral Presence just to buff up the boys, the lads, and you know, clean minus 134, so like 164 damage. Just your typical sharing is caring things, especially on Neeko. And like the aviarists are like very good here, because you know, getting like 10 attack double striker is for like 1 mana is always fantastic. So yeah, and here we are. I grab like the last item here. And here's Aurelion Sol with unyielding determination. That's what this power is called. I still think it's an absolutely awful pick, so you shouldn't pick it during your run because it's useless. But besides that, let's get into the fight. 2 elusive units, that's pretty cool. Actually, one more. Drone Neeko, very good. Will definitely be very useful. Aviarists obviously in my hand, that's great. Conch gets added to the fight, fantastic. I pick up Pup here because the other ones don't really like help me out a lot, so they have a 6/6, don't care. Conch time. I think I grab Spirit Portal here, yeah, just to have like maybe extra stats later down the line. Aviarists, and then to top it all off, have everything elusive. No double strike this time around. Feral Presence just to like buff up the stats. I just skip because I don't really like any of the options. And this is my. You are wondering, wait, minus 25? Yes, I deal around 75 damage this, like on the first swing, which, yeah, if this was a duplicate Aurelion, I would have won like instantly, but oh well. And yes, I lost, like the last run was lost to a duplicate Aurelion because I couldn't get enough damage in time. But now, okay. Garen, that's good enough RNG for me. I don't think it's like scary at all, so the mind, whatever. The dragon is pretty annoying, so I just get like a bigger unit just to give everything stuff, and they attack for no reason. Which, okay, I mean, I've got my stuff off. Get that. Get another Neeko, why not? And I could have probably just played the 4-1, the charger. I don't even check what keyword it has. They get Aatrox. Aatrox is okay because Aatrox cannot block and it's also stunned, so you know what that means. Open attack. And you know, 13-8 is a good stat. Is a good stat to have on like both of your big attackers with extra stuffs. Celestial Wonder, that's 5 mana, so bunk. And I had Spell Shield, so yeah. That's basically the run. Neeko, always good to play a Neeko with sharing is caring to just like win. I wouldn't say instantly, but fast enough to be almost instant. And yeah. I do get the completion mark for this, which is nice, and I think I get like 5 shards for Targon, which is cool. But with that, thank you all so much for watching. More videos to come, obviously, so stay tuned for that, and yeah, epic slots. And I will see you around in the next video, so take care and good luck.